Tov. First, before anything else, I'm sure it'll get mentioned again and again, but on Friday I couldn't help noticing as I was leaving the school that all the mothers were helping to set the tables and to make the Melava Malka so beautiful. And it really shows an unbelievable, I know it's a parent-child, father-son Melava Malka, but it really shows an unbelievable dedication to the chomer that hopefully will provide a very, very sweet surah this evening. So thank you to all the mothers. I was going to say something else, but Rabbi Kamenetsky sort of gave me a doorway, so I will walk through it. And there was a great chacham. I say chacham because he was Sephardi, and his name was Rabbi Yosef Chaim. He was the Ben Ish Chai. And there's a very, very beautiful teaching that Rabbi Yosef Chaim brought into the world when he was a mere 6 years old. How do I know that? Because I read his biography. So he said that one Motzei Shabbos was getting close to Havdalah time. He was 6 years old, and he approached his father and said, Abba, you taught me that Havdalah is an inyan of das, it's an inyan of intellect, and therefore I know that you usually let my little sister hold the Havdalah candle, but if Havdalah is really an inyan of das, if it's really a matter of intellect, so then I'm a little bit older, so maybe this week I could hold the Havdalah candle. And his father said, okay, it's a matter of intellect. You can hold the Havdalah candle if you tell me a chiddush about Havdalah that no one has ever said before in the entire world. So the 6-year-old Rabbi Yosef Chaim looks down humbly and says to his father, okay. Remember we were learning just the other day, we were learning the Gemara that talks about how when it comes to Kedusha, when it comes to holiness, so we always try to go up in holiness and never down. The person is always trying to go up in holiness, always to go one step further than they were the second before. And I was thinking about that Gemara, and I was thinking about how that relates to Havdalah. Because if really Ma'alin B'Kodesh, really if we're going up in holiness and not down, so then isn't it so beautiful that when the Gemara has a little bit of a machlokas, what the order is for Havdalah? How are you supposed to make Havdalah? What if there are several brachos to make, and what would be the proper order? So he said that perhaps the reason, or one of the reasons that Chazal established that the proper order should be first to make the bracha on the yayin, and then on the psamim, and then on the candle, on the eish, and then on Havdalah, is in line with that concept of Ma'alin B'Kodesh Ve'ein Moridim. We go up in holiness and not down. And he pointed to his face and he said, because first you make the bracha on the wine, and then you make the bracha on the psamim, and then on the eish, you see with your eyes, and then the Havdalah with your mind. And his father said, "Psh, I don't think anyone ever said that before." And he was zocheh to hold the Havdalah candle on that Motzei Shabbos. But I don't think the idea ends there. And he didn't say this, but perhaps what he was saying is that Motzei Shabbos you make Havdalah, right? And then you go into the Melava Malka, and like Rabbi Kamenetsky just said, we're Melava the Malka, but we're not Melava her to take her away. We're being Melava her into our life. We're being Melava the Shabbos Malkasa into our lives, not away from our lives. And I think part of what the Ben Ish Chai was saying, part of what he was revealing to the world, is that on Motzei Shabbos you're leaving this unbelievable Kedusha, especially when it ends at, it depends on in your house, but it's, technically over at, 4 something, 5 something. It's very, very difficult to say goodbye, and so we make Havdalah at the end as if to say, Ma'alin B'Kodesh Ve'ein Moridim. You don't have to just end Shabbos and say goodbye. There's also an aspect of Melava Malka, which means that you take the Kedusha and raise it and elevate it up to even a higher level. Or after Shabbos, you're malava that Kedusha into your life, as if to say, we're not done with the Kedusha yet, we're going to keep going with it. And that's a little bit what a Melava Malka is all about, and how appropriate it is to have a Melava Malka with parents and children together, Ma'alim B'Kodesh V'Im Morivim, to keep going up in holiness. And there's absolutely no doubt, I'm sure I speak on behalf of all the Rebbeim, and I'm sure everyone here is feeling this on some level, but there's no doubt that when children and parents come together, so then that makes a yichud in Shemayim that Hashem is also miyach. If all the parents are here, so then Avinu Shabbat Shemayim also has to come. If all the parents decided to come and spend a Motzei Shabbos with their children, and not everyone should go be doing their own thing, this person goes here and we go there, and the kids go hang out together and the adults go hang out together, but if everybody is miyached together, so then and all the parents and the children are together, so then certainly the Rebbeinu Shalom is also here. Certainly the Rebbeinu Shalom also said, if my children are all coming together, then also how could I not be present? So we're going to end now with a song that I think everybody already knows what it's going to be, because Rabbi Kamenetsky sings it every time we get the chance, and I think it's very telling of his personal educational philosophy and of the yeshiva's educational philosophy, that we're trying to create merits for Am Yisrael by making children who will be able to send forth Vayishlach Yaakov Malachim, Vayishlach DRS Talmidim, who could be Nidmal Malachim. Hopefully, B'ezras Hashem, that's the tefillah. We ask everyone to join us together to sing together strong. One last song.